Hello. Good afternoon. Chat. Hello. Welcome. Who we got into his house? Miro, Andy, Flag, Sickness, Signal, Mirko, welcome. Double A, 3D, Louise, welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we, guys? Hello. Johnny over on the Twitch as well, welcome. How are you, pal? Kurt, welcome. Artie, hello. Gaz, how are you? Vivi, welcome. Miro, my guy. B3, welcome. Don't stand on a plug. Do not stand on a plug. I wouldn't recommend it. Yo. Garbage, my guy. Welcome, peeps. How are we today? Hello. Yo, Damien. Let's go, baby.
Half a year and let's go. Hope all well today, Joey.
Let's go. Thank you very much, Damien. I appreciate you. Legendary, mate. Thank you. All good. Thank you. I hope you're well. Johnny, welcome. Thunder, hello. Working on a PS5 port. Got it changed and working, but when I took off the port, when I took off the port... Wait, let me read this, Darken. Good morning, Joe. I'm currently working on a PS5 HDMI port. I got it changed and working, but when I took the port off, the entire synths just fell out. The entire synths just fell out and the pins weren't even soldered to the board. I see. Okay, so you thought you had soldered it, but it didn't go to plan, Darken. Is that correct? Johnny, welcome. I'm not too sure yet. I'm going to have a look at maybe some more Game Boys. Chat, would you like some more Game Boys? Yo, Atolobi, welcome. Atolier. So, welcome. How are you? Techno, my guy, welcome. How are you today? Yo, have you ever fixed a synth? I haven't, I'm afraid, no. Mr. DD, welcome. Dino, thank you very much for the tier 1 for 18 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm feeling much better, Robert. Thank you. Yeah, I'm fine now. I would say I'm fine. The entire inside. No, it's a repair. What for? Wait, Darken, is it a repair for a customer? I sound better. Good stuff. It came to me with the port falling out. Trying to change my name. Delavina. I see. Welcome. Sounding so much better. Let's go, baby. Wait, yes, for a customer. So wait, Darken, wait. So I'm trying to understand what you're saying here, right? So you're saying that you replaced the port yourself, but then the port fell out. Is that what you're saying? Peripheros, welcome, my guy. How are you? Tristan, welcome. Yep. Snipering, good afternoon. Entertaining the idea of making some shorts of restoring refurbished gross controls from eBay. I like that garbage. Everybody loves that content. Everybody loves that content. Madrak, welcome. Tristan, I don't know if I said hello. Hello, though. I hope you're well. Hype train has been triggered, guys. Thank you very much for the hype train. I appreciate you. It came to me with the port falling out. Wait. So it came to you with the port falling out. You replaced the port, but then the port fell out again. That's what it sounds like from your message. UK plugs are the worst to sound on. I agree. Must be those new self-ejecting ports. That, I mean, just imagine. Just pressing a button and taking a HDMI. Theoretically, hear me out. Why can you not have a design whereby you solder a HDMI port chassis to the board, right? So let me show you an example, yeah? Why can this not be a thing? Let's say you solder a HDMI port chassis to a board like this, but then this silver bit here is a clip. So what happens, right, is that you can eject this by like pushing it in a certain way on the sides and pulling it out. And then you could just get another one and push it in. And then it can do like, it can connect to the pins and stuff on the inside. Now I'm not being funny. But that's the stuff we need. That's the stuff we need. I don't know how on earth you'd engineer that. I don't know how it would work, but just in terms of ideas, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. And you could do the same for USB-C ports, like interchangeable. Maybe I'm onto something. And instead of paying all of that money to get your port replaced, you just pay £20 or so for the interchangeable part. And you just take the you do still have to take the console apart, but you just unclip and reclip. So I guess from a repair shop perspective, you could just you'd probably lose a lot of money actually, because essentially the money that you're making for a HDMI port job is very quick, and you're making, 50, 60 quid, and the ports are like at cost value 50p. So you'll probably be losing a lot of money. But I mean, if it was just a clip and unclip, and I guess you'd have to solder the actual chassis part maybe if that potentially broke somehow. I mean, it's possible, right? Thank you very much for the hype train, guys. I appreciate you. 62%, 1 minute on the clock. Thank you. I don't see why not, make it and become a millionaire. I wouldn't know where to start. Patenting it right now. Culper, welcome. How are you? All the companies heard it would cost more than what they're doing, and there's a non-starter to corporations. Anything that makes more serviceable is probably not. Make things more serviceable is probably not the way of the future. Yeah, but we change that. We are the people who buy. We have the power to inflict these decisions. Techno, thank you very much for the 10 gifted subscriptions, mate. Thank you. Techno coming in with a gifted sub to Doomed, Connor, Puffin, Wood, Cabo, DJ, Mick, Kev, D1 Lazarus, and Grandpa Richie. Thank you very much. Welcome. How are you today, Techno, my guy? You okay? Not going to happen, like changeable analogs in PS5. Your standardized would be an issue. Hello, Axe, how are you? What about then? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, chat. Let's relax. Let's relax. That's 15 subs. That's 15 subs in a matter of 10 seconds. Let's relax. Chill out. Who was it? Chugging along that hype train. Lord the Glove, Wheaty coming in with the 5 gifted subscribers. To I am Greg, Brian, Pack, at Olo,
Can I have
and Scotty.
RAM and SSDs first before we think about this advancement?
I'll work on it. Saber, 600 bits. Lord the Glove above on a dove. Guys, you need to relax. Thank you very much for the 600 bits, Saber. I appreciate you. I got for a bit more of a wide angle today, chat, rather than seeing a close up of my face, because nobody needs to see the grey hairs now. You see what I'm saying? That being said, you see the new iPhones are very serviceable. True, yeah. I said this before. If a company was to reach out to some repair techs like us on YouTube, right? Saber, what on earth? Another 1,000 bits?
Don't tell me what to do.
I'm telling you right now, you need to stop. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 1,000 bits, 1,600 bits, the equivalent of $16 in my back pocket, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. But I'm saying, like, if companies were to reach out and somebody was to say, look, we're going to send you some faulty stuff, instead of just binning it, I still think it would be a really, really good move. I think it'd be a great move in terms of like a sponsored segment or something with some repair YouTubers. I think it'd be awesome. And they just supplied you with the schematics and the stuff that you needed to be able to fix the machines and like the chips and those things. That'd be so cool, man. Imagine how good that would do the company. Honestly, I do genuinely believe it. I do. I don't know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Pogo pin ports just had another point of failure, but I'd say a bigger point of failure. So like, imagine the ease of just unclipping and putting a new one in. You see what I'm saying? Imagine taking one out and putting it in, then having to take it to a shop to get it soldered. You see what I'm saying? Yo, Roy, welcome. How are you? Let's go, Techno. Level 5 hype train chat. 76%, 2 minutes 40 on the clock. Thank you. They just want you to buy another one. We also have the power not to ram the cable in the port. True. Yeah, very true. Very true. I'm very busy, but okay. Noisy building work. I saw what you said about the government as well. That's really cool. Yo, Tattoo Chard. What's going on? Welcome. Yo. We had everything fully modular in the 90s. CPR, welcome. How are you? They don't stuff for repairs. They want you to buy another one. It's true. It's true. You make it cheaper for the manufacturers. They will adopt it. Thinking about the repairs they have to do under warranty, where you could just send a new port. Those schematics are proprietary company design documents. I doubt they'll just hand them over just like that. Yeah, it's very true. Look how big framework we've got with a DIY laptop. Exactly, yeah. Look at framework. We need a written petition for framework for them to do a handheld or something. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. I wonder what they're like. Guys, does anybody know what like their profits and stuff are? How well they've done? Because I always hear about this thing where like, you know, especially for big businesses like Framework, something like Framework, what it takes is a lot of upfront capital to keep the company afloat, and to get them through the rough first couple of years. So I wonder if it's at a turning point now. I'd just be really interested to know whether it's at like a turning point now, because Framework's been out for a few years, where it's actually profitable. Because again, I think they'd have to sink so much money into it, especially like in the laptop space, to go against other big corporations, that somebody must have just been sinking money into that company, man. Must be. Framework 16 is my goat. Look on LTT, someone's already taken a Framework laptop and made it handheld. Oh, really? Oh, okay, fine. Well enough to continue, but I'm sure they're not rich. Unfortunately, they don't care about minimum standard. HDMI isn't good enough for consoles anyway. It's designed for only 20 insertions, not powerful. Yeah, it's true. Thank you, guys. 40 seconds left on the level 5 hype train at 76%. Thank you. 571 total Twitch subscribers. Thank you. Joey, all I have to say, my dude, is you're a legend. That's all. Thanks for all the info. I'm not, but I appreciate it. Joseph, thank you. Very, very kind. Also, Joey, any reason why I can't put a hard drive in an Xbox One original and take the update, but when I put the same good drive in the Xbox One X, it won't install the update. Put a hard drive in the Xbox One and take the update. When I put the same good hard drive in an Xbox One X, it won't install the update. Well, it depends. Are you doing a fresh install for OSU? You can use, yeah, it doesn't matter on the actual hard drive, I'm sure. You can just, you put whatever hard drive you want. I love Framework, but those impossible to get where I live. Framework have all their IO on modules. Nice idea, but it's going to bite them on the backside for reliability. Well, it'd be interesting to know that, right? Jimmy, welcome. How are you? Do any of us own one? One in the chat if you own a Framework laptop, chat. One in the chat if you own a Framework laptop. I can't lie. It's tempting to buy one just to support the company. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I've ever really felt that way about a company. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't buy an Apple device to be like, I'm supporting Apple. I buy it because it suits me, but I feel like the Framework laptops, if I was to get a laptop, I'd probably go Framework to be able to support the company because of the idea and the ethos behind the company. Do you know what I mean? They have them in stock. I think they do. Yeah, they have them in stock. So you get the DIY edition. Build it yourself and bring your own OS. For example, Linux. Oh, they've got a Ryzen 7040 series. They've got an AMD Ryzen AI 300 series. Wait. Sorry, what? When Ryzen AI 7? Am I behind? What is that? When did that come out? Are they like the newer laptop CPUs? January 5th? Oh, wait. No, that's the AI. When did AI CPU come out? AI 400 series? Wait, guys, what was the earliest one? I own a Framework. Oh, nice. Rambling. How do you find it? Linus bought into the company. No, I know he did. Yeah. Marty, welcome. How are you? For a while now? Oh, okay, fine. AI stickers and everything. Yeah. For the Windows AI junk. AI CPU been around for months. Incredible Sky, welcome. How are you? Welcome. Joey, the garage DIY project. You should buy faulty battery power tools and attempt to fix them to make them. Right, chat. Yeah, it goes well, Incredible Sky. Thank you. Chat. One of you saw my post. One of you saw my post. Do you know people even who don't watch the channel saw that post? I got a comment on the I got a comment on the channel. Listen to this. I got a comment on the post. You know what it said? It said this. Saber.
Buy a framework. You will not regret it. I need an unboxing build video of you putting together a DIY framework.
I'd love to. I'd love to do that. Thank you very much, Saber, for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. I got a comment saying this. Ready? Honestly, I don't know why this is on my feed as I don't follow you. I've never heard of you. But I'm going to say, do what makes things easier for you, my man. If you feel the freedom to do the garage, freedom in the garage to do more things or better professionally, then it's a solid go time situation. Move that stuff. I produce new ways of doing things with bigger and better tools. Better promotion, limitations, bigger place, more content. I'm not going to pretend it like I know you or... but if anyone has taught me anything, I'll tell you something I do know. The creator I follow says always rise above in his motto. I know you can take it. It's a big world out there and everyone's just going to survive. Go for it, my guy. Have a lovely week and best of luck if I never see you again. This guy went out of his way. He's never seen my post before, ever. Never seen my channel, ever. And he came across it and he said, I'm going to leave a comment and then dip. What a legend, man. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to that guy. Valley man, honestly. Literally just left a comment, did a vote, and then said, see you later, I'm off. I love it. That's amazing. So it's even reaching people who don't know about the channel. I am very tempted to do the garage myself, chat. I am very tempted to do the garage myself. I've been adding stuff up. I'm potentially on the garage arc. I've got a friend who lives near me who works at a builder's merchant. And the original quote that I got that was like a rough and ready sort of quote, I'll tell you guys now, right? This is for the timber, the insulation, the flooring, the plasterboard on about 280 meters worth of wood for the garage.
Do the garage, buy a framework, bully bodger, and that's all you need to make profit.
True. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Saber, for the 300 bits. I appreciate you. Massive support today, mate. Thank you. There is no garage funds, chat, please. I told you there's so many times there's no garage funds. There's no garage funds. I appreciate it, but there's no garage funds, okay? Listen. I don't know if I want to shop though, Si, you know? It's one of those things. If I wanted a shop, I could go and get a shop now. Nothing's holding me back from getting a shop other than myself and the stress that it could come with. If that makes sense. I know, you know, I genuinely, I'm not a very confident person. I don't think so anyway. I'm not a very confident person. One thing I think I'd be confident at is if I did have a repair shop. I do think, I don't know, man. I don't give up easy. That's number one. Number two, customer service will always run and be my number one. Always. So I guess the only things that would be letting me down was potentially my business knowledge, but I've learned a lot of business having a limited company for 3 years now. So I've learned a lot about business in the past 3 years. Not that I was planning to learn about business, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. And I can obviously repair. So I do feel like if I was to have and in terms of marketing, I got a lot of marketing for repairs. You know, I got the audience for it as well. So I feel like getting the jobs in, getting the jobs done, I feel like I could do it. But again, it's just the stress. Is it going to be worth the money, the hassle and everything like that? I'm not too sure. So I don't know if that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is just make content. I love making content. I love doing this stuff. I love just being the stupid guy, if I'm honest with you. It's like my strong point. I play to it as my strong point because I am stupid. And I'm very upfront and honest with you guys about being this silly person who doesn't know what he's doing, because it's true. But I will give it my all to get better. You know what I mean? So it's like I said this in the thing as well. My studio, like this space here, if I was to go out and rent it, you're talking at least 500 to $1,000 a month renting, plus other stuff like insurance, liability insurance, like all of that stuff that comes with owning a shop. Fighting with landlords about maintenance or repairs, like just the headache of that. When I don't have any of that right now, and I don't have to fork out 500 to $1,000 just for a studio. Even like, I'm not talking shop, I'm talking just for like a little studio away from home. I don't need that. So building it in my back garden, being able to recoup the money that I put into it, hopefully when I go to sell the house, if I ever go to sell the house, because I might not end up selling if I leave here, because my options were I was going to sell the house and get a bigger place, or have my boy move in this room and go to the garage. So if I'm choosing the route of going into the garage, I have no massive need to lose this house, you know. So I'll get the mortgage paid off as soon as possible, and then we're good, chat. We just create all the content we want. It's all about trying to get your expenses down, guys. It's what life's about. For an easy, stress-free life, no expenses is what you want, man. It's what you want. It's the dream. Well, it might not be what you want. It's what I want. It's the dream. You know. Live beyond, what is it? Live under your means, chat. Is that what it is? Live under your means, whatever the saying is. You can have walking customers, though. You can't, or uncomfortable doing it at your home. You can have walking customers. You can have walking customers, yeah, but I don't know if I want that. If the income job becomes more and more, the videos become less, because making a slow video, the repair process. I feel like there would be a lot of entertainment owning a shop. I think there'll be a lot of entertainment. I want to try and repair stuff too. I want to stick soldering with zero experience. Graphics card didn't work after that. Yeah, it's hard. Doing the garage means if you stop YouTube, if YouTube stops paying you, you have a space you can do for repairs as an online repair shop. True. True. What made you have a limited company and not a sole trader? There's a couple of, I'd say probably a couple of reasons. The main one is privacy. If I'm being honest with you guys, because having a limited company and liability as well. So having a company means that it's separate to my personal stuff. So by me having a limited company, doing YouTube, the social media, and also the consoles, buying consoles from eBay, having, you know, the address on eBay and stuff was never ideal. So having it separate was privacy, and also like liability and responsibility is with the company and not to my personal. If I go as a sole trader, I'm liable. And this was also a time when I was thinking about doing repairs for customers. So you have to imagine as well that if I was doing that personally, you know, my house is on the line, everything's on the line. I don't want that, obviously. So that's why I have a separate company for everything JDT related. And they say as well that, you know, it's more beneficial when you earn X amount to have a limited company rather than go sole trader. So there's a bunch of different reasons. Yeah, plus, you know, VAT and stuff with a shop. Extra accountancy fees, more stress. Live within your means. There we go, yeah. I've seen the mobile repair shops. Yeah. I don't see how they can charge enough to make money. Yeah, I mean, you'd be charging a lot more. Petrol, diesel, you know, those sorts of things to actually go from A to B. And the thing is as well, like, what about if it takes you an hour to get to a place to repair? Like, what? So what, are you going to charge that person 40, 50 pounds for the hour that you're traveling? Absolutely not, because they're not going to want to pay for that. So it's really tough. The actual business model of doing that, I don't know how it can be profitable. However, I know Phil's just started doing it. And I also know there's a guy in my area who does it, and they've got a shop, but he also goes out in a van to do repairs. And I've seen his website. He's got a really nice website. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to know how he does it and how he profits from it. Maybe they say up to like a 30-minute drive or something, you know? So yeah. The reason I ask is I'm a sole trader. I'm about making a limited company this year, mainly for privacy and just being an individual entity, right? So it really depends, Squizzle. It really depends. If you're okay with like having your address on certain websites and whatnot for deliveries and all those things, then just don't matter until you earn up to X amount. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, having a limited company means that I can have a private pension and I can deposit funds from my company straight into a private pension. So you skip. I'm not going to say skip because that's probably the wrong word, but you're able to use your money a bit wiser for later on in life. If you have a private pension, you have a limited company. There's a bunch of extra things, but along with that does come extra stress. Like, I'm not saying having a limited company is all dandelions, because it's not, because there's a lot more, I think, from a compliance standpoint, or a bit more from a compliance standpoint, and just extra forms. And when you sign up to things, it's all business related stuff, you know? So, but yeah, having a SIP is really cool. I wasn't successful. It's too hard to build up a customer base doing cool. Oh, did you try it, Sai? Did you try repairs on the move? Are we gonna have another season of profit loss? I don't know if it'll go to the garage, but I am thinking about it. Yeah, depends where you're setting your van up, I guess. As long as B&Q can do your deal. Do you know what? It might be pretty cool. What you could do is you could sit in car parks, or you could employ somebody to sit in car parks in a repair van. That'd be pretty cool. Outside screw fix, B&Q and stuff like that. That would be, you know how you get like the food trucks? Actually, you have a repair truck. How cool would that be? You just take your device, you hand it in, you go and do some shopping in B&Q or whatever. They say 30 minutes to an hour. You come back, you get your device. How cool is that? I'm full of ideas today, chat. Wow. Get me on the board. Retro, welcome. What's the chances of people taking damaged devices with them? Well, you would just advertise that that's where you were based, I think. Like, you have the... Like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but if people who go to B&Q and those sorts of places, I feel like they're kind of regulars. So maybe if you saw the van, you'd be like, oh, okay, next time I'm going to bring this device. It might actually give you a reason to go back and then go into B&Q and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, exactly. Like Timpson's. Yeah, like Timpson's. In the UK, there's a company called Timpson's where they do like lock picking stuff and all those keysmith stuff. So yeah. I mean, their businesses are still going somehow, so it must be working. Retro, welcome. I've seen people do that on TikTok. Someone does van repair on YouTube, yeah. Very limited work from a van, like USB HDMI ports, okay. More could take hours. Repair cafe concept in Southampton car park. Yeah. Local Tesco's used to have a gazebo in the car park with somebody trying to sell all the time. No idea how much they charge. Usual charity, AA or RAC. Yeah, there's a bunch of like stuff that goes up. I'll give you spots up wits. I wouldn't have a van at the end of the day. What are you talking about? No, I wouldn't have a van at the end of the day. It would be gone. I've seen your windows, mate. I see your windows weekly. Repair truck fully equipped with a hot air station and soldering. If you extract a bench PSU, it'll be fine. Yeah, the code just started doing it now. Best friend owns a video game and car shop and does repairs in his shop. The only shop in town that's selling repair consoles, phone computers. Nice. It would be rated 24/7. That's what I'm saying. It would be. It would 100%. 100%. Never understood what makes people who cut keys so good at repairing shoes. It's so true. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I've lived around these sorts of areas my whole life, man. Yo, forgot to do welcome. How are you? In and around these areas. Using a heat gun, yeah. I'm from Southampton. Sit in a van all day. Where Craig David is from, chat. That's where. From Craig David. Where Craig David's from. Make our ends sound so nice. Everywhere has its good and bad, right? Everyone has its good and bad. I think you just have to be a little street smart. Like, you know, I wouldn't go walking about in my area past 8 o'clock. I just wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one of those things. Do you approve the school members? I do, yes. Yeah, I do it manually. Yeah, I do it manually. I've got 3 memberships at the moment. Let me have a look. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, nice. Josh, welcome. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Oh, Chaz Pancake Day. Let's go. Let's go. Pancake Day. Yeah. Right. Should we have a look at one of these Game Boys then, chat? Do you want to do Game Boys again? Yes or no? Yeah, I think it's a unanimous decision, by the way, that people would like to see me. It was 93%, I think, on the poll. 93% of 5K said, yeah, that's what they want to see. So, chat, I think I'm going to start a series on building a workshop in my garage. I think I'm going to do it. Timber, I've been quoted, like... So what I was saying, whilst I get this all set out, what I was saying is that I had a friend come round and his dad quoted me some bits and bobs. And what they were charging was, I think it was £500 a day for labour for 2 of them. And it would take like a week, so 5 days, which is, I think is, you know, in terms of for 2 people. So it's 250 a day for 2 people. I feel like that's reasonable for people of their like caliber and skill and experience. And they gave me a quote for like all of the materials and stuff. And most of it was on like Wix and all those things. So, you know, public places to have a look and see what was going on. But then I spoke to a friend who works in a builder's merchant near me. And he was like, let me get you a quote. And I was like, okay, cool. And it's local and they can do free delivery and all those things. And he gets me like a 10% discount. So I was like, yeah, let's have a look. And the quote came out to like 1,300 quid instead of 5.5 grand. 5.5 grand would have included the 2.5 grand labor. So let's subtract that. So you're talking 3K. And he was able to get me the same stuff for 1,300. So 1,300 quid for all the timber, all the insulation, the plasterboard, and the timber was 280 meters worth. The flooring. Oh, wait. Did I have the flooring? I can't remember if the quote had the flooring or not. Yeah, tongue and groove. Yeah, tongue and groove, 18 mil. So the polythene like DPM 4x25 meters, I think is just a big sheet. So that's like damp-proof membrane, I think, chat, is what they call it. So again, I need to do all the dampening stuff and get that all sorted. And he's put like a tapered edge sound panel on here as well. I'm pretty sure that's the plasterboard. And you got Manock PIR board, chat. You know what Manock is? Manock PIR board. And stuff like that. So I'm just like at the moment, I'm just looking at materials and all of those things. But I'm gonna have a lot to do. There's gonna be hard work. Yeah. And I'm going to fail. I'm just letting you guys know now that if people are like, you want to see perfect stuff and all of those things when it comes to DIY, chat, listen. It is going to be carnage. It's going to be carnage. I can't lie to you. I'm useless. Let me say, I'm useless. Really bad. What kind of flooring did you go for? I can only recommend plastic tiles that clip together. I have them in my workshop. They're great. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, it's big botch. It's going to be big botch. Yeah. Big botch. Big botch. You guys will see. You guys will see. I'll learn exactly. That's the whole point, right? So I want to take a look at this Game Boy. I've got a couple of Game Boys that I want to take apart and see what the situation is. This one's missing a few things, so I might actually start with this one. I was going to go into the Loft, actually, wasn't I? So let me have a look and go into the Loft. Do I have any... I don't know if I've got any lenses. Well, I've got one here, so I'll probably start with this one, but this one's ridiculously rusty. This one's really, really rusty. And the screws and stuff. So well, I say really rusty, but I can just see one screw that is very rusty. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the state of the actual board is inside. I've got a yellow Game Boy here as well. So that's missing the battery terminals, and so is this one for the top and the bottom. So I'm actually going to quickly go into the Loft because I've got a bunch of DMG stuff in the Loft that I might be able to use here to get these working. So let me go up in the Loft and I'll keep you guys on my headset. Leaky bats, yeah. Are your school courses free or paid or both? They're both. So like I do an initial, you can join and you can join the school and you can watch. There's a free guide on there on like how to get started. As well as you've got Sally's Spectacular Spreadsheet, which is something that you can just download for free on school. And then after that, you've got like the Fundamentals course, which is paid for $25, the equivalent of £18. And then you've got the more advanced courses. But again, I'm taking it slow and I'm just kind of putting more and more content out there. So yeah, I've not had a purchase actually in a few days for the school courses yet. It's been a couple of days, but I mean, it's definitely trickled, and it's been my most successful course, the Fundamentals one. So it's really, really good. So it gives me that idea of like what people are actually wanting and the price points that worked and those sorts of things. Let me go into the Loft quick chat. If I want to practice, it's better to start small like handheld consoles, Game Boy, go straight to it. I'd say the small ones are better, not for the fact of like the ease of repair, more so handling them. Buying quantity, because if you have quantity of bigger units, that's going to take up more space, etc. So yeah, let me go to the toilet and just go to the Loft for quick chat. Sorry, chat, I'm back. I just peed and went downstairs quick. This is JD Key. JD Key? Wow. JDT is making a bolognese. It smells really nice. Whee! Right, up in the loft. Oh, did you guys see? I'm looking at Twitch chat, by the way, because I've got my phone on me, but I can't look at both chats. Just whilst I'm up in the loft. Did you guys see the my Instagram story? You want to see that? Did you guys see the loft? It looks so much better than what it was. I'm just loading up Twitch chat. Sorry, guys. Whilst I'm up here. Hey! Haven't seen the loft. Post your new van. How are you planning to get internet to the garage? It will be with Squids. What it will be is I'll have... I'm moving the internet hub box, so I'm going to have to contact the company to move it. So they're going to move it from my room, which is where it currently is, to downstairs next to our door. And then I'm going to have it going out the property and running a Cat 6 or Cat 7 cable from the house to the garage. And then I'll have like a hub. I'll have a hub in the garage along with probably, and then off of the hub will be like all of my stuff, as well as, what do you call it, chat? A Wi-Fi, is it an extender or something? Is that right? Is it a Wi-Fi extender? What do you call it? What's the things on the roof, chat? Remember we talked about it? Wait a minute. Do not tell me that is the box I need. Because if you do... No, I don't think it is. It might be this one. It's this box I need. No. Where's the box I need? Yeah, what's it called? A repeat access point. That's the one. AP. I need an AP. So I'll have like an access point out there, and it doesn't need to be an expensive one because it will just be for the garage, right? But I feel like having an access point just to extend the Wi-Fi a bit is cool, just in case I need it for whatever it might be. Whether that be, you know, just having Wi-Fi out there to connect quickly to a console without having to drag a Ethernet cable all the way across. Simple stuff like that is probably the reason why I'll have the AP out there. Wait, isn't AP a watch as well? Chat, am I right in thinking that AP is like a watch? What do you call it? What's an AP? I'm pretty sure AP is a watch. Get that spider away from me before I sell my house. Oh wow, that's a lot of DMG stuff. Hold on, chat. Cat 6, just put an access point in the room. You don't need full external antennas. That's what I'm going to do, Scott. Yeah, AP are a model of brakes for a lot of people. No, it's just like AP is like a access point, right? So I'll just put like a small access point in the garage, you know. That's DS stuff. Yeah, this is DMG, I'm sure. Is it? I don't know. I don't know if it's DMG or not. Shit. What screws are in here? Xbox. Xbox screws. Batteries. Speakers. I think there's a lens there. It's got random bags up here. Oh, there. SP case. What's that? That's not DMG. It's a mixture of like DMG and other units, you know. Advanced SP. Okay, I think if I take that stuff down, I've got a screen here. Is that oh. What's that? I have no idea. Alright, so I'll put that back in. Put this back in. Put this back in. That can go back in. That can go back in. 4. Is that hard? No, that can go back in. 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 I'll leave that stuff out for now. So what have I got here? So that can go in as well. That, I think this is our DMG bag. Let me just take this down in this case that I've got. Ugh. Yeah, my loft is looking a lot cleaner, I should say. Because I kind of like, I've got like maybe 6 PS5s that are like fully together, which is cool. And I didn't want to take them apart and sort the parts out because I'm like, I'll just keep them together because I know that they're full builds. They've even got motherboards in, so they've got power supplies, motherboards, etc. So if I need something, then I can just take from there. Oh, did I leave my phone up there? You moron. You moron. Moronic person. Gonna need that. Wait. Oosh, oosh. Oh, and this is where I say I didn't leave it up here. Oh, I did. I see it. That would have been funnier. Wait. 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 You got that for now. Okay. Bodge, welcome, mate. How are you? Never seen it look better. Lovely jubbly. So I've got some screws. See you later. Forgot much love and best of luck with that. Alright, so here I've got some like extra buttons and stuff from retro modding, I believe. These must have been here for... I can't even tell you how long these have been here for. Look at this. Different colours of the buttons, etc. And I've got this case as well, look at that. Again, a retro modding one. This was actually, believe it or not... Chat, do you know where this is from? Do you want to see the lore behind this stuff? Oh, it's got some screws in here as well. I don't know if I'll be using the black screws to be fair. Do you want to see where this stuff is from? See if anyone gets it. See if anyone gets it. Chat 5 years ago. But that power was on. Ready? My old porch.
You could have chosen a better time to do that other than now, dude. Come on. Oh, goodness. I don't know if you guys can hear me. To fix and repair.
Literally, this is my old kitchen, man. Jeez Louise. What am I doing?
Alright.
So basically, the Retro Future, aka Elliot, aka the guy, the legend, known him for a very long time now, he sent me a care package from Jersey. And in this care package, look, I think that's literally the DMG case. Can you see down here? I think that's literally it.
Read it. It states, let me have a quick look. What looks of it.
Where's the DMG stuff?
It's got front, looks gunk. What do we have? There's never owned a DMG in actual.
Yeah. 5 years later, we're using it. It will come in handy at some point. Look at this. Froz, my guy, do you remember this video? Do you remember this video, Froz? 5 years later. Look at this beard.
One of my uncle's issues stopped powering on. Probably an easy fix for you, but for me it was a little side project for fun.
Let's go. What happened to the ponytail? It was just something that had to go. It was something that had to go. Yeah, Froz is my guy. Froz, you been playing League? How things change. Yeah, I grew up. Yeah, I mean, look, the thing is though, like, I don't want to say it like that. Because I might go back at some point. Who knows? Bring back long hair Joey, as Miro says. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bring back long hair Joey. Anyway. Let's try and get these DMGs repaired. So, do you want me to use this shell, guys? Instead of, should we say like this one? Or, because I've already got one yellow one, right? So, should I use this shell instead of that one? Or should I take, thing is, I like the original DMG chassis, and that's actually not that bad. Once you clean up the glue on the side here, this I could see being quite nice, you know? As well as we give it just, we get all the gamer juice off down here. This could end up being quite a nice shell, and it's got the sticker here. So I think this could be alright. So I don't really want to take that apart. Yo!
Hey bro, keep up the good work. Looking good RN2 lol.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, Rin. I appreciate that. Guys, I can't really hear myself. Do I sound okay? I can't really hear myself. Do I sound okay? I tell you what, my microphone sounds good today, chat. Yes or no? Thank you very much for the £5, by the way, Rin. I really appreciate that. It's very kind of you. Thank you. So yeah, what are we doing, guys? Are we? Because I'd have to combine it with some buttons here. I'd have to combine it with the buttons here. Let's take a look at the one, because I can still keep the shell. So let me do that. I can still keep the shell. So I think we take a look at this one. It's really grimy and disgusting, because you guys will love that. You guys love that stuff. And we'll go with the green one. Okay. So I can't, but I can test this. I was about to say I can't test it. I can. That'd be lying, because it's got the terminals. It wouldn't be that good to test, because I feel like there's quite a bit of corrosion on the battery terminals themselves and rust. Not a lot here though. Look, can you see? So I'd rather obviously give these a clean before I give it a test. I think it would work though. But I would need to make sure that the screen is okay before I end up swapping screens, doing all those bits. This is the issue I have. What can I ask? What in the black hole is going on here? Like what? Lord the glove above. I really don't know what's happened to that one, and we're going to find out. Now, these are all try. Oh, wait, where's my Y? Is my Y in here? Oh, my Y is in here. I'm going to need a bigger Y now. Wish I just use that one. To be fair, I think I've mixed these up. Again, shock. I've definitely mixed these up. What size is this? Y1? Oh, that's the biggest one. This is why I like the LTT stuff, because it comes with it tells you exactly which one you've got on the bit itself, you know? Hashtag not sponsored. Unfortunately. Oh. That sounded horrendous. That sounded horrendous. Okay. First screw, done. That screw's actually fine. Oh, I can't believe I've got that. I can't believe I've got that. It wasn't biting, and I literally had to push really, really, really hard. Nice. Let's go. Okay. How bad is this going to be? Wait. I forgot the test. I forgot the test. It smells okay. Yeah, it smells okay, to be fair. It's passed the sniff test. Has Joey started the garage fund? Can't wait for the series. Guys, look, there is no garage fund, okay? I say this straight up because I want to get this clear upon like everybody. Thank you very much, Scotty, for the 100 bits. I didn't see that 6 minutes ago. Thank you. I want to make it very clear for everybody. I'm not relying on you guys for funds. I have the funds to do the garage. I don't need the funds. We're all good for funding, okay? The garage will be built regardless of funds or not. I'm very lucky and blessed to be in a position where you guys have supported so much over the past few years that I can do stuff like this. Okay? So I'm not now going to set up some GoFundMe or whatever or goal on the stream to afford the garage because we don't need to. We're good. You know? We just chill. We do our thing. Support's always appreciated as normal with the streams. You guys always go above and beyond anyway. So we definitely don't need no fund. It would feel super wrong and I don't need to do it, chat. All right? But thank you for the people who are offering and saying, are you going to do it? But no, I'm not. Essentially. Thank you, Alpha. I appreciate that. Thank you for watching. Is that liquid metal? What? Or is that just solder? It must be solder. I've just had an idea. No, Joey, you are not going to add liquid metal to a Game Boy DMG. All right, stop it. Like, it is the most overkill thing you could ever experience.
You could have our names on plaques on one of the walls like a wall of legends.
Now, I did think about something like that, whereby anybody who was just around for the streams and regulars of the channel and names that I recognized, I was thinking about writing people's names on the walls behind, or like behind the... Oh, where would I do it? On the stud work. You know what I mean? I think that would be a pretty cool law to have. Something like that. Nowhere that was visible. I don't think that would be wise, if I'm being realistic. Especially for somebody who was going to buy my house. They'd have all these random names. But I think somewhere where I could do something like that and write you guys' names on like the studs. That would be pretty cool, right? If you say you don't need no fund, does that mean you do because of double negative? No, what on earth? Why would you think that? I like to think I'm honest enough with you guys that if it were a situation, I'd tell you. But if anything, I'm telling you, we're good. Like, I'm good. That's an honourable position, Joey. I appreciate that. For some people, YouTube, it could be a job. Beggar buddy can be a bit grating. It's just not like... You guys give me so much support. You know, I'm lucky to be in the position that I'm in. It's as simple as that. Tech repair guy upgrades Game Boy with PS5 liquid metal. Yeah. I don't have a 3D printer yet. No, I don't. That's a blast from the past. What's that, CompuFixer? Welcome, by the way. How are you? Sorry, Squizzle. Wait, Squiz? Squids, was that...
Afternoon, Joey.
Wait.
18 months today. A
Wait.
year and a half.
Wait, Squizzle.
Unbelievable.
Wait, was 6 months at tier 1? Have you subscribed in advance? Squizzle, have you subscribed for 6 months in advance? What? Why? Thank you. I appreciate you. That's very, very kind. Wow. You've locked in for 6 months, mate. Jeez Louise, thank you for the 6 months of tier 1. Wicked Lazy coming in for the... Oh my gosh. Wicked Lazy with the 2 years, by the way, chat. Oh my gosh. 2 years, 24 months. I do not believe it. Lord, the glove above on a dove. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. Then we got the captain coming in. Captain, how are you today? 18 months, 1.5 years of constant pizza talk. I blame you. And thank you very much for the support, my guy. I appreciate you. 580 total subs, guys, on Twitch. Thank you. Still incredible to me. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, true. Yeah. Would you like one? A 3D printer? I'm okay. Thank you, Andreas. Thank you. It's very kind. But I don't think I need it. Like, I don't need a 3D printer. I need to... Do you know who I need to speak to? I need to speak to Techno. Because Techno sent me a £1,000 piece of kit that I'm just not using. Techno, are you still here, brother? Or have you gone back to work? You probably might have gone back to work. But I feel super bad because it's just sat in my loft. I was thinking when I do the garage, it might come in handy if I do any streams outside in the garage. But I don't... I mean, it just feels like a waste. It feels like a complete and utter waste. It's called a YOLO box. Which means that I can stream essentially from this piece of equipment from anywhere. Yeah, I really appreciate it, Squiz. Thank you, mate. You know what's going to happen? You get your garage and the missus will want a new kitchen. Well, good job we got a new kitchen 3 years ago. Joey, the switch light with blue screen from last session without a trace showing can be fixed by grinding the hole and missing content about new pack. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Have a great day. You too, Jimmy. Oh, what's happened here? Why is this up like that? This piece of copper. Why is that piece of copper up like this? Okay. All right, so inside of a Game Boy, this is what it looks like, guys, because a couple of people were saying they've never seen one before. So you've got two PCBs. You've got almost the daughter PCB. I'm pretty sure this is daughter PCB. I could be completely wrong. I don't know which one's the main PCB. This is power PCB. This is sound PCB. This is screen PCB. And sound. Wait, screen, sound, power. This isn't sound then, so what is this? This is headphone jack PCB. Headphone jack PCB, power PCB. This might actually be power PCB. So apparently I've never seen the inside of a DMG as well. But I think this is some sort of power board. I don't know, who knows? We've got screen PCB, power PCB, other power PCB, headphone jack PCB, and the sound is on here, included in this PCB. Okay. I'm going to check the screen PCB first, just to make sure we're all good. Now, truth be told, the screws in here are fine, quote unquote. All coming out anyway and going into the green case. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of a shell swap. We'll do a shell swap. Let me get a bit of let me get a microfiber cloth, stop it from sliding around. Gotta love the way components are marked. Yeah. Where's the pizza mat? True. Yeah, it's on the floor. To be honest with you, these screws, which I didn't think would do, look fine. These screws look okay. And now, oh, this is the sticky part. So this PCB here can be quite the stick sure we don't do that on the actual screenage. Wouldn't want that, would we? Okay. The screen looks a little bit burnt, but it looks okay from this side. There's a little bit of... Is that a screw hole? What's that? Anyway, let me just get some IPA and a cotton swab here and just quickly give it a clean on the buttons and the buttons. Exclamation mark tools if you want to buy any of the JDT recommended tools. Anything that is purchased through AliExpress or Amazon links, I shall get a little bit of a kickback as commission. So thank you in advance. On YouTube and Twitch, if you do exclamation mark tools, it will take you to a web page on my website, which you can then pick those things up. For example, this little dispenser for IPA. It's pretty cool. That looks okay to me. And the ribbon cable itself, all the contacts look all right. So I'll put that over to the side. And then we've got this one now as well, which I need to just quickly take out. And again, all of these look okay. Do you use iFixit tools? I do, yeah, I do. Love iFixit. Love iFixit. Love Linus's screwdriver. The reason, and I've said this a million times, right? The reason I use this screwdriver over the iFixit one is for one reason. And I'll be honest with you guys. It's for one reason. What do you think that reason is? Why do I use the LTT screwdriver over any other screwdriver? This is why. It's as simple as that. Can you believe that for a simpleton like me, this is the deal breaker? Can you believe it? Can you believe that this is the reason why I used this specific screwdriver upon, like, above any other, is because of this. Don't get me wrong, I love iFixit. I've worked with iFixit abundance, like in an abundance of times. I don't know if that's English. I've worked with them a lot, and I love their products. I've got their products up there. I've got tons of them up there on the shelf behind me. I've got loads in my loft. The only reason why I'm using the LTT one is because of the fact of the spinner. Both are fantastic products. From my experience. LTT one I tried the other day. That ball bearing is the best bearing that's ever been. Yeah, it's very good. It's cool. It is getting a little bit slower now, but I've had it for a long time. But it's still really good. Are you a fan of any football club? Southampton. I've always wondered what cameras you have. I have up here, I have a Canon SLD 250D. They call it a Canon EOS 250D or a Canon SL3. And I have the exact same camera for the face as well. So they're DSLR cameras. One here and one here. Those are the two cameras that I have. The two main cameras I have. Right, let's pull this up. How's this PCB? Oh, chat. I'm going to look at some of the chips, you know. And for my Americans, I'm talking about chips on the board, not chips that you eat. So talk to me, guys. Does anybody know DMGs? This, oh, the DMG CPU. Oh, oh my goodness. Wow. Look at it, chat. What's this one? So I've got the CPU. I'm going to go ahead and assume LH. There's two of these. I'm going to say RAM. Guys, are these the RAM chips? Are they RAM? They're RAM. Says next to it, SK RAM. What does it? Oh yeah, 64 kilobits. Chat, this is 64 kilobits. Isn't it insane that you can get 64 gigabytes? So it's kilobytes and gigabytes, right? Isn't it insane you can get 64 kilobytes? Gigabytes, sorry, of RAM now. 64 gigabytes. And we got 64 kilobytes here. What? How crazy. Yeah, guys, I know it's on the board now. I know it's on the board now. Wow. What's this? DA. Some audio stuff. What is that? Two-legged component. Chat, anybody know what these are? DA? DMG map in Discord, let's go. Diode arrays, maybe? Just off top of my head. Diode arrays. Nah, probably not. What is it? Let me see. Oh, it's an interactive one. They are diodes. Yeah, they are. Look. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. DA216, DA CPU DA. Oh, so these link to CPU. So these link to CPU, chat. I don't know what the actual meaning of this component is, though. You know, like, what is the meaning of this component? CPU DA1. It's coming up with network adapters, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that's the case. LCD, you got DA4s as well, so that's on the LCD boards. On the LCD PCB, sorry. And then, wow, look at this. 64K RAM. Is there any other chips? What's this chip? What's this chip here, chat? What's this chip here? Amp. Oh, this is for the amp. This is for the sound, right? This will be sound. Well, no, oh no, wait. I don't know if it is. CPU U4 DMG amp. I don't know if it is for sound. We do have the headphone jack. No, we have the power jack here. So maybe this isn't. Diode array for the backlight. Guess the photo for the bulb. Ah, okay, fine. Audio. Well, this one's audio. Roy? Yeah, they're on the same. They're on the same line. This is why I say, like, starting on handheld consoles like this is really cool. You know. Can I just say, by the way, this interactive map, Roy, is unbelievable. Whose website is this? This is amazing. Yo! Hello. Do you know what? I don't know why. I was expecting a message. I have no idea. Alt Lexington. Thank you very much for the party of 38. The raid of 38. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm trying to fix some Game Boys at the moment. I should probably put it on the screen. Yo, Adele Boy. Coming in with a tier 1. Thank you very much.
Joey Chat.
Hello, my friend. How are you? I hope you're okay. Let me put it on here, folk, and we'll just put Game Boys. Let me edit you. Little smiley face here. Wait, have I not got any, I haven't got any stroke on that. I have? What? Outline size, let's go 20. That's a bit better. Make it smaller. Cool. Yeah, welcome, by the way. Oh. What is it you stream? And did you have a good one? Yeah, so this board actually looks pretty clean. This board looks pretty clean. Happy days. This board is really clean. Again, I think it was more so just a case of a dirty shell, which kind of alluded to the fact that this was going to be much worse than what it was. So let me just put that over there. And I'm going to take a cotton swab again. I'm going to dip it in a little bit of IPA, isopropyl alcohol, 99.9%. And I'm going to just clean this speaker to the best of my ability with a cotton swab. Look at that. You're welcome. The radio was suggested by Darkness Descending. Yo, thank you. Shout out. I don't know if he's here. Thank you. We came from Star Trek Online. Nice. I've been playing some World of Warcraft recently. Do you play World of Warcraft? I was actually probably going to stream some after today's stream. As in, I know that sounds super weird. Once I'm done with trying to repair Game Boys, to then go and stream some World of Warcraft. Because I'm leveling at the moment in Classic WoW. So I'm playing a little bit of that at the moment. Now, the PCB on the back is a tiny bit dirty. So again, I'll come in with some IPA and try and clean it up. It looks to be, yeah, it's just grub. It's just grub. It's coming off really nicely. Look at this. This was obviously a clean earbud. Yuck. Surface mount diodes. Ah, okay, cool. Thank you. Surface mount diodes. What's that component that just goes through there and loops in? Oh, it's like a hinge for the screen. I see. Sapper, go find me if you get grumpy, man. So you was watching then. I'm good. I hope you're good. Hello again. More meetings today, except the excuse that Joey is streaming. I cannot attend. Oh, that kind of sucks. Are you back now for good techno? Because I have a question for you, my friend. But I don't want to ask you until you're good, you know? Because I don't want to distract you. I was saying that YOLO live box that you've given to me kindly, it's like it's just sat up in my loft at the moment, just collecting dust and not doing much, and I feel guilty that I've got it. You know what I mean? I shouldn't necessarily have it, but I'm not using it. I think potentially somebody else could get better use out of it. Or I mean, if I was to start streaming the garage conversion, I think it would potentially come in handy. But I'm not too sure if that's going to be a thing in terms of streaming whilst doing the garage, you know. But I feel kind of guilty that I've just got it. If that makes sense. Now I'm just putting a bit of IPA down here and seeing if that helps with this contact bit. Now there's nothing wrong with this contact. It feels okay. Same with the wheel as well. There's no visible corrosion or anything like that down there, so I think we'll be okay. I'm just going to put a drop of IPA in and around it, and just see if that will help. Sebastian, thank you for the follow. Lexington, thank you for the follow. And Rich, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you guys. Can't wait to see your garage. Will be an epic workshop. I don't know. Guys, like I said, man, it's one of those things where you're not going to be impressed with me doing my job. It's going to be awful. It's going to be so bad. I'm going to put a lot of people off, I think. A lot of people are going to hate me. Definitely. Because of how much I'm going to butcher the wood and all those things. You can set up in the loft and connect it to your OBS more camera. Yeah, I could. I don't have a electrical output in the loft at the moment because I found out that I was running my PSU for the PC off of a light switch. So I've now stopped using that extension cable that was plugged in to a light switch. Now I'll take these screws out. I'm going to put it in this greenish transparent shell. So let me just zoom out a little bit and give us a little bit more room. So what I need battery contacts. I don't know if I've got any in here, which is like the bag of goodies. I'm not too sure I do have any battery contacts, but I could salvage some from... I can't salvage... Yeah, I can salvage some from here. So that's on... No, that's on the PCB itself. Does this one have... No. Where's the one that has them? Wait, did none of these have them? Oh, this one does, sorry. Cool. Right there. Yeah, I know it was kind of like, quote-unquote, fine. But I'd also say it was, quote-unquote, not ideal. You know what I mean? Newbie getting into console repairs looking to buy an Xbox One hard drive. Is eBay the only route? Xbox One hard drive? I mean, yeah, you don't have... You can get a new hard drive, you know, just buy it on Amazon or something. What am I repairing right now? Just up here, Sebastian, you can see it says Game Boys. You see that? So yeah, I'm looking at Game Boys. I'm not specifically repairing them though, being the only caveat, because I am just transferring one by the looks of it into another shell at the moment. So you've got to push that in, push it down, and then push that down. Because it seems to be A-OK. But I'm just going to put that... Oh wait, do I need the membranes as well? I can't remember if I need membranes or not, because if I do, I've got them here. I'll take them out and I'll put them here just in case. Now I'm going to let chat stop stealing Just Bram viewers, please. Who's that? Who's Just Bram? If I am doing so, I apologize. I don't know who Just Bram is. I don't think I've ever mentioned Just Bram. But if so, like I said, I do apologize. I'm sorry. Oh, I think I need this as well, right? Which is for the game slot. I think. Let me take this off. Which is, again, just that part. Oh, I see. I see it's a troll. I get it. Thank you, chat. Do you know what's funny as well? I nearly modded them. Can you imagine that? Are these the same size screws as the other parts of the DMG? I think so, right? Were they a little bit shorter? No, they're the same. Nice surprise. Yeah. Yeah, I've worked on a couple of the Game Boys now. In this stream, in the last stream, specifically. Right. So, I just need to put it into here now. So let me just grab this. Is it just a straight up swap? Wait, does it go there? No. It goes here, right? I can't remember how I just had this. Was it up here like this? Chat, was it like that? Yeah, I think it was. I think I need to create the threads on these Game Boys because they're new, right? Let me just pop this. Put that there. There we go. Was there 4 screws here? I can't even remember. This may sound like a stupid question, but I'm a newbie to this learning. As I go, do caps have it this way up? And is it possible to put them upside down? It is on like tantalum caps and older style caps. But when it comes to SMD or SMT capacitors, the little brown ones that you have, you can't put them on the wrong way. But caps, some caps do have polarity, yes. Should probably answer it like that. I think that's the smarter way of saying it. Chat, I need to get some more vinegar. Lord above a glove. And I'm going to have to definitely take off this one. These two here. Because they don't look great. So let's crack on with that. So I'm going to have to put these in the old vinegar bath. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I appreciate you keeping me company and whatnot. Ready, satisfaction. So much satisfaction. Wow. We don't need no satisfaction. Is that the song? Hello! New subscription! I think. Welcome. Who is it? Shiro coming in with a tier 1 for 25 months. Guys, can you believe 25 months? How insane is that? Oh, just in case people were wondering as well. So 2 things that I need to mention. The PS5 giveaway was redone. So you can see on Discord that I re-rolled the giveaway. And somebody won it. And it was actually quite a funny interaction. The person that I was messaging thought I was a fake. So I sent them a video. Was it you, Sutwick? Yeah. They thought they thought I wasn't the real JDT. So I just sent them a little video saying, hey. It's quite funny. So that the PS5 has gone out. It went today, Sutwick, my guy. So just in case people were wondering what was going on with that. Yep, the PS5 giveaway was re-rolled and given to someone else. I had no contact from the person for over a week and I messaged them 3 times. So that's why I re-rolled. I think fair. TBH. Do we agree, chat? Is that fair? I do feel sorry for the person, of course. But I also think if you enter a giveaway, you check your messages. You know what I mean? I gave a week. Look how clean this looks now, guys. So this is our... where's the plus and minus? This is our negative, and this is our positive. And that looks really clean. Really nice and clean. So these are the 2 that attach to the board itself. The PCB, sorry. And they'll get a nice soak now in the vinegar, as well as I'll do all 3 of these. I don't know why I've got 3. I don't know if I meant to have 3. But I'll put them all in. And then give these a nice scrub. Scrub it up dub in the bathtub. And then we can put it in the shell. That's the plan. What games do I play? I'm playing World of Warcraft at the moment. I'm going to stream some World of Warcraft after I finish this stream over on Twitch. Just chill out. And there's a streamer called Joker. Chat, have you... for people who play World of Warcraft, there's a streamer called Joker, and I think he's got a guild that I'm going to attempt to join. I just messaged in his chat earlier and I said, like, do you have a newbie guild? And he said that he'll be on later and all I have to do is message him, supposedly. So I'm going to message him. He's a fellow Maltese. He's a fellow Maltese. So I am from Malta originally. My family's from Malta. I was looking at getting a Maltese passport, chat, you know. I was looking at that this morning. Right, let me go and get the vinegar and a pot. So BRB 2 secondos.
Cute dogs too.
What? Who's got cute dogs? I don't have dogs. Where's my... There it is. Vinegar. I'm not ready for my room to smell of vinegar again, to be fair. But hey ho. It's the life I live. Oh, the smell. Just got to think salt and vinegar chips. Wait, what was that? Yeah, who said about having dogs? Kingsmill, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Maltese is a cute dog. Oh, okay, fine. Wait, what? Wait, there's a dog that's Maltese? Thank you for the 100 bits. You've triggered a hype train, by the way. Kingsmill, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's very kind. This is the satisfaction bit. Shoddy with 100 bits as well. Thank you very much. Very kind. Wow. Ready? Here we go. Get ready for the fizz. Whoa. Wait for it. You'll see the enzymes and the benzymes. Chemistry. Can you see it all leaving the metal? I can't lie, this is very, very underwhelming. Like, extremely. But, hey ho. You know what I mean? Alright. Where's my salt and vinegar brush? Wait there. Is that one? Yeah, it's this one. Welcome to JDT, where I clean with vinegar. Amazing. Cleaning with JDT. Yo, Exonic GR coming in with a prime for 3 months in a row. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. 2 minutes left on the hype train, guys. Thank you for the hype train today. We had one at the start of the stream. We've got one now. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you're happy now, Joey Does Tech. I ordered a broken one from eBay before the JDT influence raises the price. What's that? What, Game Boys? Definitely not raising the price on Game Boys. They've been going up forever. DMGs are really nice to work on because of, again, the simplicity, and the whole learning curve is really nice, you know? Yeah, these definitely aren't scrubbing up as well as what the other one was. Maybe this isn't too much corrosion then. This is just a little bit more rusty. So I feel like this stuff clears up. Or is it rust that vinegar does really well for, guys? Does vinegar clean rust really well? 42 seconds left on the hype train, guys. Thank you very much. Level 1. Appreciate you. Thank you for the bits and the primes and the subs. It does smell like a salt and vinegar chip shop. You're 100% correct. I accidentally left it in here as well from Sunday. I came in that evening and I was like, oh dear. Can you have dual citizenship in the UK? You can. So I can have a passport for Malta and a passport for the UK. After looking at what I looked at this morning. Which is really cool. But I just need to prove some bits. So I need to speak to my granddad. Because my granddad is the one who's Maltese. Chat, maybe I'll just learn Maltese, hey? I can count to 10. I can count to 10. The Maltese language is very difficult. I've been told. Have you been to Malta? I have been to Malta. Yeah, I've been a couple of times. Nobody can tell me that Malta is not a beautiful country. If you've been to Malta, you know. If you've been to Malta, you know. It's a gorgeous country. Very sunny, very hot. I think Joker was saying this morning actually that there's a lot of there's been a lot of rain there recently, like this past month. Chat, let me tell you, I had the worst experience on a boat in my entire life in Malta. Like the worst. I had the worst experience, man. I get seasick, right? I get seasick. If I don't see land, I get seasick. And when I went out there with family and the missus, they were like, we should just do a we had a I think it was like a voucher or something to do one of the trips to Gozo. Now Gozo is a little island that is right next to Malta, and you've got something there which is called like the Blue Lagoon, which is where I think they filmed. No, wait, is that wait, is the Blue Lagoon in Malta? I'm not too sure, I can't remember. But anyway, I think it might be Gozo where they filmed Popeye. So if you know Popeye, like the OG Popeye, where it's like really sunny and stuff all the time, that's where they filmed it. And they do like little boat trips to Gozo. And I was like, nice, yeah, let's do it. And I jumped on this boat because it was said that the boat kind of it stays next to it stays like next to the coast. Is that correct terminology? I have no idea. But where you can see land. So I was like, okay, cool. When I got on the boat, the Lord above, the clouds that came over, I cannot tell you how bad it was. There was such a big storm. Chat, the boat was like this to the point where like I was holding on to the poles, and I was like going so far down that I was like looking at the water. That's how much it was rocking. I never felt so seasick. And so I went downstairs because I was upstairs. So I went downstairs because I don't know why. I needed a change of scenery, and it was so stormy, and everybody's being sick. Everybody's being sick with bags and stuff. I was like, nah. So I went back upstairs trying to fight. Honestly, I've never, you know, when you're feeling sick and you try and fight the feeling of being sick. Some people know what I'm talking about. I never fought so hard in my life. Never fought so hard in my life. But I mean, you know, the actual country itself is gorgeous. So nice. I don't know how I would fare over there, chat, if I'm honest with you. Blue Grotto. Yes, Chris, that's the one. Not Blue Lagoon. I think the Blue Lagoon was like Lanzarote. Yeah, it's the Blue Grotto. Chat, if you Google Blue Grotto, I'll just show you a picture now. Look at this. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Blue Grotto. Yeah, babe. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Lord above a glove on a dove. Chat, this is just off of the island Malta, and I think it's right next to Gozo. I'm pretty sure it's right next to Gozo. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Wow. Look. Oh. Look at that. It's one of those places on Earth I feel like you go to and you're like, this doesn't exist. You know what I mean? But I have a lot of family in Malta. And I don't necessarily speak to them too much, to be fair. It's just because of life, you know. It's just because of life. But yeah, I don't think any of them know what I do online and stuff. You know what I mean? But I got one cousin out there. His name's Keith. He's a legend, man. He was one of those people that when I was younger, he'd be the guy that I would gravitate towards the most, you know. And I talked to on Facebook and all those things, but his name was Keith, man. He's absolute legend. Not spoke to him in a while. Not spoke to him in a very long time. Hope he's doing well. But yeah, the Maltese language itself is really, really, really tough. It's I think what I want to say is that it's a mixture of Arabic, Italian, and something else. Arabic, Italian, and something else. So it's really tough. But I would love to, I'd love to learn it. I think it's one of those things, though, that you have to be there. I'd have to surround myself with people who speak that language, you know. It's really tough. Love these DMG Game Boys. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah, it is. I remember, right? Malta can be a crazy place, though. So, like, I've got so many like stories when I was younger of going to Malta. It's like it's a completely different place, I will say. Or it used to be. I'm not too sure. Like now, I think it's a little bit more like touristy, and a lot of people go there as like a holiday destination and stuff. But when I was like, they didn't have traffic lights. The driving in Malta used to be insane. They didn't have. I remember going over there. We didn't have seatbelts on. I don't know if there was traffic lights when I went over there. I can't remember, but definitely they didn't have them. But maybe like just before I went over, they didn't, like, seatbelts on the car did not exist. Doors were hanging off. Like, the driving in Malta was just insane. But I think it's come a really long way in the past like 20 years compared to where it was. I just need to put a bit more here. It's going to fall off, isn't it? Yeah. And let me tell you one thing right now. Let me tell you one thing right now. If you think you can eat, food and handle a lot of food, go to Malta. Because let me tell you something right now. I got cousins that can eat. I thought I could eat, chat. But let me tell you, the Maltese can eat. And they have like their bread, like all of those things. It's that proper European, Italian style bread, like fresh, proper bread. You know what I mean? Well, that sounds really weird. But it's proper bread. Malta has changed a lot. If you go to Valletta, you don't see Maltese people. It's like being in London. Really? See, when I last went, it wasn't even like that. I think the last time I went to Malta was I want to say 2014 is when I last went to Malta. I think that's the last time I went. It was 2014. So that's a long time ago, man. 12 years ago. So it might have changed a long time since then. I did end up in hospital, so that was interesting. I think I had a bad egg. Luckily, I was insured because I was in there for 3 days. I remember the bill coming out to like $3,000 or something. I had insurance. Luckily. Luke, welcome. How are you? They actually have speed cameras. Always play it safe with insurance. True. Especially if you're going away with someone like me who looks at food wrong and gets sick. Gastroenteritis. GG. Yeah, Valletta's beautiful. It's the Valletta's the capital. Like, if someone asked me, like, if they'd recommend going, 100%. Because, like, it isn't like a holiday place. It's amazing. The sea out there. One thing I will say, though, chat. Lord the Glove above. Do you know they had? There's a breeding ground of great white sharks between Italy and Malta. Because apparently, like, my granddad tells me, the ocean, like, that part of the ocean is, like, the perfect temperature for them. It's, like, perfect. So there's a lot of great whites out there, so be careful. All right. If you decide to go swimming, be very careful. Where? There it is. Warren, welcome. How are you? So, Chris, have you been a lot to Malta? Oh, wait. Where's the power? Where's the power switch button? I'm going to have to use the OG. So, a good place to take your worst enemy? Yes. Absolutely. But yeah, there's a lot of great whites. I love sharks, chat. I don't know if anybody else. Does anybody else have like an unhealthy obsession with sharks? Or is it just me? I've always loved sharks, man. Anybody else like addicted to great whites? Half Maltese, loads as a kid, been a few times recently, a Maltese passport for me and my wife. Yeah, Chris, I was thinking about getting a Maltese passport, but I think I need to check the Rex. That's what I was just talking about. I think I need to check the Rex. 100 bits, thank you very much, Scotty, I appreciate you. So I believe I'm a quarter. My granddad is half, no, my granddad is full Maltese. My mum is half, therefore that makes me a quarter. Is that right, chat? I need to do one of those DNA tests, you know. Yeah, the sharks will get you. Yeah. So you said you got a passport? Because it's not even a long flight, really, chat. I think it's 4 hours. I think it's a 4-hour flight. It's not even that long. I swear there's meant to be holes there for the screws. Oh, they're there. Baby shark. No, don't do that to me, Techno. That's cruel. Chris, am I right thinking that you live in Southampton? Do you live in Southampton? Or am I thinking of another Chris? I think of another Chris. I went to Discovery Cove in Florida. You swim with manta rays, etc. Manta rays, but they don't tell you there's glass ball in the root. Wow. It's in the... No, it is. Yeah, and it's not leaving. That's for sure. Oh, from Hartford. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, there used to be a Chris that used to watch who was from Southampton. At least it's going to be easy for me now to remember where you're from, Chris. So all you did, so like I said, Chris, so my granddad is fully Maltese and his dad is fully Maltese. But my mum is half Maltese. So would I be able to get one, do you think? Right, chat, what buttons are we going for? Why do you want a Maltese passport? I think like a why not. I think like a why not, just in case, you know? Chat, what should we go for? Purple? The same sort of colour? We've got translucent, this sort of colour. We've got purple, we've got this colour. Turquoise, which is almost the same colour as that. Should I go turquoise? I think turquoise. Yeah, I just think it doesn't hurt to get one. I should really look at my sort of family history more. You know? I think I should look at my family history more. Dad was born in the UK, so it was gran and great gran. EU passport since Brexit. It has its value for Euro travel, under 500 euros for the whole process. It's very tempting. It's very tempting, I can't lie. It's just handy to have. You know what I mean? A person who's quarter Maltese may be eligible, but they must formalise their citizenship through descent or registration. Maltese law allows for citizenship by descent if the applicant can prove a direct line of descent from an ancestor born in Malta. So my wife can also get a passport if I get one. That is really cool. I thought there may be a specific reason. No? Nope. How often do you visit, Chris? Also, chat, Malta has one of the lowest crime rates in Europe. Like, who do I speak to get the who do I speak to get the process rolling, Chris? Do I like, is there like a website for it or something? I also feel like, I know it sounds really stupid as well, but I feel like Malta, from what I've experienced, and like what's kind of sad to me is sad in a good way, I guess, but like it's a different way out there in terms of like you're so close to your family. From what I've seen and experienced, like Malta and family are very tight knit. They go together, you know. Is that all the screws? No, one more. Yeah, proof of ancestry, of proof of birth and stuff may be a little bit tough, but... How's that look, chat? Oh, that looks pretty good. It feels really good. That looks good. Got any hotels you'd recommend, Chris? Hello from France. Hello, Robin. How are you? We have a slight issue. Chat, why is that a thing? Can somebody answer? Why? Can you see you've got the power button here, but then you've got this up here, which is stopping it. These 3 lines. Why would that be? Why is that a thing? Anybody know? Oh my gosh. Don't talk to me. 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 If you want to see what I've done, just keep watching. Moron. And I want to build an office in my garage. Yo, JFix. Nah, not a mod, mate. Just well, I guess technically you could say mod. It's just a shell swap. Because the shell that I had was a little bit dirty. I'm going to keep the shell and I'll keep the original buttons and stuff. I just fancy moving it into this case. To be honest, I really like this case. Look at that. These turquoise buttons they've been added after the fact. They didn't come with the set. But yeah, maybe I'll get back in touch with my Maltese heritage and the side. Maybe I get back in touch with that. It's bad that I haven't really. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Bells go ring, ring a ding a ding, ring a ding a ding, ring a ding a ding, Isabella. Tippy tippy day, tippy tippy day, tippy tippy day. I don't know if this works, chat, by the way. I watched that video, JFix. Not the whole thing, mind. But I skipped through it. And you done super well. You should be extremely proud of yourself. The LCD situation that you went through would have finished me off. I have modded one before, but I think it was only power board situation and recapping. I didn't do like a new screen and stuff, you know. I just done like the necessities. You can get citizen forms online and do most of the stuff via email. You'd have to go in person a couple of times to try and... You'd have to go in person a couple of times or try get them to do in London Embassy. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, no, you saw it. Yeah, of course, man. You've done a good job. You've done a great job, in my opinion. Chris, do you think one day you'd move out there? Is that the plan? What do we think, chat? Please work. Here we go. Three, two, one. Let's go. Oh, this would be the game that's messing up for sure. Nice. It just needed a blow. That's probably the Game Boy, not the game. Yeah, it's definitely the game card reader. Buttons feel really good. I don't know if you guys can hear that. The buttons feel really good. That's the game you took. It is, yeah. It's not the game though. It's the card. It's the card reader here because this works fine on another Game Boy. This feels really good. The screen chat is really good as well. And these buttons are not spongy in the slightest. They're actually very, very comfortable. They actually dome in a little bit as well. I don't know if you can see, but they dome in a little bit. They're like but they're really comfortable. I actually really like this. If I was playing it like this, it's actually quite comfy. Yeah, I need to just get a lens sorted for it, obviously. What a stupid game, as somebody would say that we know. But yeah, that is that's pretty nice. What do I go for, guys? Do I go for what kind of lens? Oh. What kind of lens cover do I go for? Do I just strip it from here? Do I strip it from the one that was here? Oh, that's really beaten up, hey. Look at that. Usually, if it's not that beaten up, I'll do it, but that looks really beaten up, hey. Shall I buy one? Trying to get the same colour for this would be a nightmare, I reckon. I don't know if Retro Modding sells it. Chat, is Retro Modding Luke? Is Retro Modding Luke? Oh, Retro 6 is Luke. That's it. Yeah. Retro 6. I wonder if he's got anything that would be close to matching this. I don't know if it is turquoise. This is turquoise. I don't know what this is. More like a why would Luke be Retro Modding? No, I was asking if that was his company. But it's Retro 6. Basically, there's a guy called Luke that has a company called Retro 6. I thought it was Retro Modding for a split second. That's all. But yeah, I wonder if he'd have something that would be similar to this. What do we think, though, chat? Is that a dub? I think it's a dub, right? It looks clean. Yay or nay? It's good. I'll just see if I can get the thingy for it. Let me take that out. Take this out. I like the transparency of it as well. And it's clean, hey? Let's move this over into the done pile / order. Order, hear ye, hear ye. You can design your own lens. Ooh. Chat, should we get a JDT lens for the DMG? And the thing is, I'm going to sell it. Thing is, I'm going to sell it. But that's pretty cool. I'd love to do a full mod, but they are very expensive. I can't really justify it. I can't really justify a full mod like that because the mods are quite expensive. BRB 2 secs. Guys, just peeing. Cats are so weird, man. My cat was just watching me pee. Yeah, I don't do customer repairs, unfortunately. Right, let me just sort something out. Right, listen to me, chat. So, now I am going to be playing some World of Warcraft for the next 2 hours on Twitch. Okay? Feel free to come over and join me on YouTube, obviously. That's fine. If not, no problem at all. I completely understand. But I am going to play some World of Warcraft on my Twitch. It's just chill. Really, really chilled vibes. Relaxing. And I'm a massive noob. So if you want to come over and say hello and just be part of the stream over on Twitch, then feel free. I'm just going to do a little bit of gaming, unwind for the next couple of hours, and go from there, okay? So I'm going to switch over to that in a second. Thank you for watching. One in the chat on YouTube if you enjoyed watching today. Joey, classic or retail? Classic. Fleetwood Mac. So yeah, we're just going to chill out a little bit. Thank you for joining for the good stuff. YouTube. I'm going to go over to Twitch now, okay? So make sure you join over on Twitch if you're... I completely understand, by the way, if you don't want to. That's no problem at all. But if you do fancy just chilling out with me just doing some leveling, talking nonsense, then feel free to come over and say hello. Much love, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.